back to another episode of Beyond the Movement. You're a crazy person. What's up?
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about how to become a millionaire.
We're getting rich?
That is a lie.
I can't. No, what? But I want to get rich.
Yeah. I'm not being negative, but probably not a millionaire.
Welcome back to Beyond Movement, where we teach you to live beyond paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah,
You'll be
just a little bit
$50 over beyond paycheck to paycheck,
go.
and then 52 weeks in a year, and then
I don't even think we have that background to teach people how to do that.
if you could save $50 a week, though,
Imagine that in a lifetime.
it's $200 a month.
That's
And that's the end of the episode. Thanks for
like,
taking financial tips beyond movement.
This is not financial, although we're probably going to try and use terminologies.
A million muscle fibers?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
If you watch IGTV, so if you're only listening to this, IGTV right now, go to however many seconds now.
1 minute and 20 seconds.
There you go.
You know I don't post all on IGTV because IGTV drives me nuts. You're not the IT guy. You don't even know where I post it. It's on YouTube.
Let me forward it to my
It's on YouTube.
to my IT guy.
Okay.
I want to talk about the difference between spending and investing. So I feel like a lot of people spend a lot of time doing a lot of dumb stuff. Yeah, that's what I said.
Stuff and things.
Yeah.
Things
Right.
and stuff.
People like to spend. They spend time watching Netflix. They spend time walking around the mall.
Playing Pokemon Go. Fook Shack. Wait, we don't name drop. We don't
No
name
name
drop.
drop.
Take that name out.
We're
Someone
going to bleep that out. Yeah.
Beep Fook Shack's name out.
Is it
Fook
beep
Shack.
or bleep? Bleep.
Bleep Fook Shack.
Yeah.
Fook Shack.
A lot of people spend their time literally doing nothing.
Just
They-
scrolling through Facebook,
right?
scrolling through Instagram.
Right?
So much wasted time. Even just sleeping in.
And
like,
we're not perfect. I did that last night.
sitting in bed, like, Saturday morning, you wake up 8 a.m. and you just sit in bed until 8:30 or sit in bed till 9.
Just spending time like it's never going to run out.
It's an infinite resource.
Right? So and then you get to meet a few people who are, again, very successful, helps a lot of people, just like a very happy, successful looking kind of guy,
Well, that was...
and the way they talk is like, yeah, I invest my time on, let's say reading. I invest my time on learning how to cook properly. I invest my time with the family, so I make sure I have a good relationship with them. It's like I'm not spending time just on stuff that does not bring me any return.
That was in the Bill Gates documentary on Netflix, where they're like, time is the only thing that Bill can't buy. He can buy anything. He can buy anything that he wants.
Yeah.
He can buy whatever he wants, but
Time's
he
the only
cannot
thing.
buy time.
Isn't that crazy?
So there is, now again, we've had this conversation about perfection and, almost being like productivity OCD. It's hard to be productive and always investing your time in growth and development and exercise and always doing the right things. We do need that recharge time, that downtime.
But reading is not exhausting.
I think it is. If I'm reading a book of personal growth and development versus if I'm reading Harry Potter, let's say, Harry Potter relaxes me.
Entertainment.
Programming or like an exercise book is not. So it depends on the type of reading you're doing.
Well, yeah, I guess everyone will be different. Like I enjoy doing those. I also enjoy watching just a basketball game. Like to me, it's not really a wasted time. It was my first love for the longest time.
What I want to distinguish the difference here, though, is we're not saying you need to be always investing your
100%.
time. We're saying that, like, if there's the 80-20 rule where 80% is like hard work, growth, development, and all those good things, and 20% wasted time, we think, or at least I think on this podcast, my 2 cents is that 20% wasted time is probably more like 40% for most people. We waste more time than we need to. We blow more time than we need to, and we don't actually read those good books, learn how to cook, exercise, like spend time with family enough.
Yeah. Or even learning about your body. It's huge.
Things are just thrown on the back burner of like your cell phone being this giant time waster. Your cell phone's got video games, Instagram, TikTok, all this shit. Like Diane can just blow through TikTok for an hour easily.
Anyone can. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun to watch, like, funny video.
Look
it's
for that
easy.
dumb meme.
It's easy. And I get caught in that trap sometimes.
Yeah.
Right? But you're right. Like, it's
I think people get caught in it too much.
because it's so accessible. It's so easy. How do they stop it?
And I think people, if they say, "Oh yeah, but not me," I think you're lying to yourself.
Well,
I'm calling you out.
Well, I think there's a way we can check that. You know what? If you're listening to this, after you listen to this, come see us. Come see us, and we're gonna check your phone. See,
Yeah,
see how much time you've actually. We've talked about this.
I think
before.
a lot of people lie to themselves on this stuff though, because the time goes by so quickly.
It does. So now we don't want to keep. It's a very simple concept of what we want to talk about today, of investing your time versus spending your time. But let's just say, for example, if we sleep for a good 8 hours, which none of us even do. Okay, we sleep for a good 8 hours. Let's say we work 10 hours. Okay, that's 18 hours. You still have 6 left. What do you do with that 6 hours? I know some people are busy. Oh, I'm cooking for the kids. Oh, I'm picking someone from school. I'm doing chores. I'm doing laundry. I'm doing this. Sure, whatever. But I bet you there's about 3 hours in a day. 3 hours in a day that you're actually wasting.
I'm never gonna find this thing. I was just looking for it, but I understand what you're saying about time. Like, what are you doing for that 6 hours? How productive is it? There was this meme on Facebook that was going, I'm sure that you've seen it, where it's like,
It's okay, butcher it.
okay, so if I'm going to butcher it, it's like
Yeah.
$1,000 for a gym membership and coaching.
Yeah.
$1,000 for gym membership and coaching, way too expensive. But I gotta have that new iPhone, and it's $2,000. I don't give a shit. It's got 3 cameras. I need 3 cameras.
Yep.
Be like, $100 for week's worth of healthy groceries. Wow, that's a little bit expensive. But $100 for a night out on the town, that's not bad. Or
Buy someone shots.
yeah, it's like 4 hours split up between working out, grocery shopping, and meal prepping. Oh man, that took forever. It was so long. 4 hours of binge watching Netflix. Man, time just flew by.
That was only 8 episodes.
Yeah, it's just like it's comparing.
And I can't get enough.
Yeah, it's just comparing those things of life. Like,
That's crazy. Just again, we don't want to make this too long, but we want you to think about, reflect on this one.
the
right?
thing that gets me then, I said this in the last episode or a previous episode, and people can agree with me or disagree with me, but us being in the line of personal training and coaching, it kind of drives me nuts, even if you're a client listening to this, where it's like people want kind of a deal or a sale, or like they want it discounted, being like quality products and service normally don't go on discount. Normally the shit that goes on discount is the garbage. So if you're going like scrolling through Instagram and some guy's like 50% off my coaching, and it's like, oh, it's buy it now in this month, like you're falling for the bullshit sales tactic. It's like walking through the mall, and it's like, if you walk through the mall, literally every store has a sale. And if you come to me and be like, wow, I just got this new thing on sale, everything's on sale.
Yeah.
Like everything's on a sale. And if I say it's the same commodity, Eljay, you want a 1 month program in coaching? It's $100. It's on sale though. It's regular $150. And you're like, oh, okay, it's $50 off. Meanwhile, the next month I'll just sell it for $100 and it's not on sale. It's how it's written
price.
up. It's how it's sold. It's how it's hustled. Like,
See, cheap is not the answer. Expensive, however, is not the answer either.
yeah, there's just a happy medium balance.
It's
with
not.
this.
And if you can distinguish people who are genuine and someone who is just giving you BS, you have a bigger problem. I don't even care what your spending and investments look like.
Yeah.
If you can't distinguish a good coach to a bad coach, or like even friends, you got a bigger problem.
Just training and health and all this shit aside, like we were just in the mall. I looked at an Adidas sweater. It was $80. I was wearing a sweater that was almost the exact same thing. I got it for $10 on Amazon.
Yeah.
It didn't have the 3 Adidas lines down the arm.
And we're not hating on Adidas.
I love Adidas, but this
I actually don't. But
3 lines down the arm, the Adidas stripes, $80,
branding.
or just a black sweater on Amazon for $10, damn near the same material.
Yeah. There are things, again, I guess this conversation can actually go for so long, because there are so many things that, you know what, a car, why can't you just buy a Toyota? Why do you need to buy a Tesla? Why do you need to buy a Porsche instead of just a Corolla? It'll take you to point A to point B as well.
Or yeah, like, do you get a Toyota or do you get a Lexus? Well, the Lexus is fancy. Or my friends will be wowed by the Lexus.
Right.
I want people to know that I got status.
What I feel like is, again, whatever that decision is, because we have people who drive Lexus, but they chose Lexus because they didn't want to buy the Lamborghini. Okay, so perspective will still be different. What I'm trying to say is, anything that you spend on or invest on, I guess the difference between spending doesn't give you anything in return. Investing has something coming back at you. So let's say, well, I'm a realtor, and then I'm going to tour all my clients to these houses.
I'm so torn
Right?
on this.
I don't want to drive a POS Toyota Corolla. Sorry, POS Toyota Corolla. At least I want to get a Lexus, so they feel good. We can have a good chat. I have a good vibe. They have a good vibe. I show them the house, and now I sell the house.
I'm so torn on this subject. It's such a weird one. I don't even really like it because I don't feel like we have proper direction with it. Because I know people who have $1 million in the bank account who drive a Corolla.
That's true. That is very true.
It's relating it to training.
I guess to me, yeah. Like at the end, you're investing something if you're getting something in return. So for example, we spend money on coaching. We spend money on a gym membership. But then again, there's people who spend money on those and doesn't get anything in return either.
Exactly. There's people out there that will buy a gym membership and training and get zero result, and they don't even utilize the information afterwards,
Right.
which drives me nuts.
That would mean to them that is just spending money, that is just an expense, because they didn't take advantage of what they can get out of that deal.
So it's how they view the purchase then is what
Sure.
we're saying.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
if somebody thinks that they're spending money on a gym and they're spending money, it's definitely their viewpoint.
Yeah.
Because I've seen people who have a year worth of coaching who don't know how to squat after, they don't know how to deadlift, they don't know
anything.
They don't know comprehensive movements or have good body awareness.
They don't
and
even know how to read a program.
They just wasted their time and they just blew all this money versus somebody who does it for 3 months, but they're invested into the system, they're invested into the process, and they actually learn from it like significantly. So I guess how you spend your money,
You gotta have, I guess you can call it an investment if you get returns.
and you can get returns from a lot of things depending on how you spend your money.
Yeah.
Even like this sweater per se, I buy a $10 sweater, I take the $60 left over and use it for something
A little bit more.
smarter, something that'll make me money or something that I'll learn from. I don't
you
buy
go.
the $70 sweater and I use the $70 and I buy a training session, or I buy a book, or I buy a seminar, right?
Be mindful how you spend or invest your time or your money.
This is the other thing that I have a conversation with people. Like, some people get into this thought of trading their time for money right now. There's this like hype, this little craze going on being of like, oh, I don't want to trade my time for money. Being I work an 8-hour job, which means I make this much per hour, and this is how much money I made.
Or whatever you do, I feel like you'll still be trading your time. It's like,
It's just a matter of the volume,
just a
the
matter how
ratio.
much. Yeah.
One
Right.
hour to how much dollars per hour. It can always be
Exactly.
broken down in that sense. So you're always if we can establish that, then you're always trading your time for money. In my eyes, I have like time is money.
It is. And I guess the best investment of your time, so you can decrease the volume of time work versus the pay that you get, is just upping your skill. And that takes investment of effort and time and money on your end to learn better skills.
Yeah. Like I work a 4-day work week. But say, let's just call it 12 hours a day for a 4-day work week. And I've decided to have a 3-day weekend. And on those 3-day weekends, Friday doesn't seem like a day off to me. It is a day off, but it doesn't seem like it, because I still wake up at 7 a.m. I still make the same breakfast that I normally do. I go and train at Valhalla, and then I come and do podcasting. After podcasting, I edit the podcast, then I go swimming. It's still a scheduled busy day. I'm just investing my time into other aspects.
There you go.
Swimming is investing time with my dad. It's family time.
There you go.
Podcasting is investing in this little rodeo
platform
that we're doing. And Valhalla is investing my time there. And all of those things
for yourself.
All of those things have cost me money personally. It cost me money to go to my weightlifting gym and have my coaching. It cost us money to purchase this podcast equipment. Cost me time to edit the podcast, and I have to pay to go to swimming too. Friday is just me blowing money.
And the funny thing is, if you didn't spend that money on your training, if you didn't spend that money paying drop-in for swimming, and if you didn't spend money on, let's say, doing this podcast, I don't think you'll be the same coach you are or same person you are anyways.
You know what? I think I would probably spend the money on more garbage anyways.
Right.
It's not like, so if all of this, our podcast equipment, call it $3,000. All the money I've spent on my training and all the money I've spent on swimming over the past years, call that $5,000. If I didn't spend that $5,000 on this kind of growth and development, I probably would have spent it on fast food or video games or
not even that. You wouldn't,
or clothes.
You wouldn't be who you are. You wouldn't be the coach that you are. You wouldn't be the person that you are right now. And so that was invested in yourself, basically.
Yeah. I don't know, we're at 17 minutes here. I just want to say the Friday, Friday is a spending day. Spend money Valhalla on my weightlifting, spend on the podcast, spend on swimming. And it's such a busy day. I'm normally not prepared for food wise. So I normally buy more fast food or like shakes and stuff. Like today I bought booster juice before Valhalla and stuff like that. I've never seen Friday as a spending day.
It's an investment.
It's a work day, but I've never thought like, man, my Fridays are getting expensive. I can't afford Friday anymore. It's to me, it's like a necessity. These are all things
you cannot afford not to have it.
And I told you just a couple hours ago, Fridays is my favorite day because of all of these activities I got to do. Even though it feels like work, it's not a relaxing day to me. It's work. It's energy output on absolutely every task, but I've never seen it as blowing money or spending money or wasting time. To me, Fridays is my favorite day. That's when I get like the most into me.
We basically cannot afford not to do what we're doing right now, whether that's spending time or I guess investing time or investing money. But anyways, well, that was the 10-minute podcast.
I think this rant could be explored.
Oh, it could be.
You almost need some financial people to come in here and explore this topic.
Hey, and then we can go back and forth finances and
everybody sees money in a different way, though. I've had this conversation with my pops about time is money, and he disagrees. Yeah, time is money. Here's another thing about it, and I know we're already past that point. I don't care. That's all right. If it takes me 8 hours or the entire weekend to fix my broken car, the entire weekend for $200. But I have to blow my whole 2 days of time, or I pay somebody $500 to do it, and it takes me zero time. I get my weekend. Is my weekend worth that extra $300?
Everyone will see that differently.
That's a topic where I would say time is money. That's a topic where I'm like, well, I'll calculate it down to being I make about this much money per hour, and if I'm spending my entire weekend doing this much hours, I could have just worked it and paid it off. So I'm going to pay somebody else to do it. I have this conversation with my dad. My dad's like, well, you're not doing anything on the weekend anyways. I'm like, no. This is still my time. These are still like my time is valuable to me. So like taking Diane and Koba for a dog walk downtown.
It's important.
It's important to me. And I will weigh that financial cost and that finances of money and time when I make decisions like that.
Experiences,
and everybody will see that situation differently.
Everybody will, to be honest. All right, well, I think we can wrap that up. Hope you guys got something out of that. Please like, share, subscribe, screenshot, tag, hashtag, B3MVMT. That's it.
I was like, keep going, keep going.
I'm like, I don't know what.
Fax us.
Do we have TikTok?
Send us a page.
TikTok,
Twitter,
Twitter,
all the social medias. Okay, goodbye.
MySpace.